Iran's treatment of its non-Muslim minorities has been the target of international criticism, but not all of its communities there perhaps have received equal attention. We're going to be joined by a guest here with roots in two of those communities. That's Iran's Armenian Christians and its Assyrian sector. Atour Eyvazian fled Iran as a young man in 1984. He later moved to the U.S. and established himself as a successful businessman in Texas. Well, after contributing philanthropically to Israel for many years, he's now making his visit here, and he joins us now from our Jerusalem studio. Thank you, Atour, for joining us. Let me start by asking you, we have heard about, for example, emphasis Iranian persecution of its gay community. This was talk of the Jewish community there. Less so about communities like the Armenian Christians and the Assyrian community. You have parents from both. What was the situation, or is the situation, like for them there?
Okay, hi. Thank you for having me in your studios today. So I left Iran in 1984, and as everybody probably knows, you know, Iran was a great place to live in, and everything kind of changed, you know, turned upside down in 1979. I want to make sure that everybody understands that our culture, Iranian culture, is a great culture. You know, people are friendly. They love to, you know, host parties. They're pretty pro-West and pro-Israel. You know, Iranian people as a whole are amazing culture. However, in the revolution in 1979, everything kind of turned upside down. All the goods in a way became bad, and unfortunately, all the bad became good. So the government divided the culture against itself. The biggest victims of this revolution been, you know, not only the minorities, the Christian, the Jews, the Baha'i, the Zardusht, but the Iranian people as a whole. So this government basically in 1979 started putting the different groups against each other. And as a Christian minority, my father is Armenian and my mom is Assyrian. You know, we noticed very quickly how, you know, the government's attitude changed toward all of us, you know, toward gays, especially toward Christian, toward Jews, even though publicly they say that, you know, they're very friendly and they're very, you know, easygoing, you know, government, and they promote democracy, but none of those things are true.
Well, talk about your personal story. You fled, or you said you fled Iran in 1984. How did you get out of the country? How was it for you? I guess you had to leave certainly some members of your family there.
Yes. Yes, so in 1984, when I finished my high school, I had to escape Iran. I walked through the mountains of Iran and Turkey, and I got to Turkish border, and then I was robbed on the border, and I was captured by Turkish military, and I was in jail in a small city by the border of Iran and Turkey, and I was in jail for 40 days. I was able to buy my way out and go to Istanbul, and from there, U.S. Embassy helped me out to get to United States. However, you know, during the 4 years or so after the revolution that I lived in Iran, life was very tough for all of us. You know, for me as a Christian and as a person that really was not a politician, or I was just a small child at that time, I was a teenager, things were difficult. So the government treated us as second class. They treated us as, you know, half human, you know, and, you know, our schools that our culture had built, our churches, and all our community centers were taken away from us.